Hi guys, this is Taylor's for Fun, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this really cute little flower. This would be a really good gift also, if not just a fun craft. I have more of these flowers coming in the future. I have a daisy, and I'm working on another flower that I just made up. This flower in all takes 187 rubber bands, so it's not too band heavy. And I did do a band count for you guys. So for this center one right here, this center piece, you're going to need 13 rubber bands. For this piece, for the stem, you're going to need 30. For each of these inner petals, you will need 21, so 63 in total. And then for the outer one, you need 27 bands each, 81 total. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to get started with the very center. I'm going to just be using green like I did in this one, but you can use whatever color you want. So this is I'm changing my style of filming just a little bit. If you want me to just change it this way. This is just what we're going to be doing. So we're going to have 6 single crochet in our cat band or magic ring, whatever you want to call it. So you'll take one band and wrap it around 3 times. Then we should have 1, 2, 3 loops. And now you're going to put 6 single crochet in that little cat band. So go like that. So there should be 2 on there. Pull it through like so. And then you're going to do that 6 times. Alright, my thumb is in the way a little bit. Bring that first one through the back 2. Sorry if you hear background noise. Some of you, I'm just going to move this up here. Some of you may have seen on my Instagram, we're doing a kitchen remodel, which is pretty fun. My dad or brother or somebody's mowing a lawn out there. So I've done 3 stitches. So I got requests to not talk about anything in the tutorial except for what I'm doing, like design-wise or giving instructions, but I feel like that's kind of boring, so I'm going to multitask. And I was getting lots of DMs asking for the patterns, and I don't want to have to write out that pattern a whole bunch of different times. So it's on here, and I'm still going to talk about different things that's going on instead of just have a boring tutorial. So you probably want a stitch marker. I forgot to mention that in the beginning. But now we're going to move on to our next row in the center. Okay, so this is what you should have right now with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 is on your hook. 6 stitches like it said back on this one. And now we're just going to do a single crochet round with, again, 6 stitches in the end is what you should end up with. So this is still the very center, guys. I will tell you when we move on to the stem. So just a single crochet, and I kind of forgot, I just didn't really show you very well there, but you're going to pull it through like this, reclaim, and then bring this first one through the back 2. And you just want to do that in every one. So since we just did this stitch, we're moving on to the next one. I redid my room and I really love it. I got a new bedspread, some new throw pillows. I took down the things on my wall, put up some wall art. It's not completely done yet, but I'm loving the way it's turning out, so that's good. And then, yep, I got my count right. 13 for the center. Just wanted to make sure, because I didn't count while I was making. I had to do a band count when I was done. Thankfully, I wrote down the pattern, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do it for you. And I wouldn't have been able to do this tutorial either. Okay, so just going to put my stitch marker. Actually, you won't need your stitch marker anymore. That's the only time you're going to need it in this whole design. So we are going to now move on to, it's part of the stem right under here. So let's move on. Okay, so now we're going to do what I call gathering. Probably not a very familiar term, but don't worry, it's not hard. So you're going to take your hook And it's pretty much just decreasing, but kind of not. So I'll just show you how to do it. You're going to grab this first stitch, and then the second, and then go right across and grab the one that's directly across. So if that didn't make sense, don't worry. I'm going to show you one more time, and you can rewatch it if you don't get it after the second time. So go in through your your first stitch right next to the one that you're in. Go into your second stitch. And now directly across there's a stitch, and you want to put your hook through that. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. I don't think it's very difficult, but some people might. And now we're going to take our 2 rubber bands, cap them, sorry for that, and pull this through. And it's kind of difficult. I may have to go off camera to do that, or maybe not. And then just slide your little center into the middle of that band, reclaim. So that was a little tricky to get that one through for me, maybe not for you, but now we're gonna start on the actual stem, so not gathering anymore. So yeah, okay, so now we're gonna finish the stem. You have to make a choice right now. With this one I did complete double capped. With this stem I did 5 double capped and then 20 single capped. And if you choose to do it double capped, which that's not what I'm going to be doing today because I feel like it was just a waste of bands, but if you're going to give this as a single flower and not make a bouquet, you will want to do this double capped one. And if you do choose to do double cap, it's going to take 50 bands to make the stem. So yeah, you'll have to choose that right now. And sorry for background noise. I'm just going to do my 5 double cap. We already have 1, so you just need to do 4 now. Or you'll do 24, depending on if you want to do double cap. But I think it'll turn out fine if you don't. Sorry, kind of got to focus on my hands, not the video screen, so I'm trying my best to multitask here and make it stay in the camera. So we try to make it stay in the center, but we're going to have to do some readjusting either way to make sure that the stem doesn't go funky. Like if you see this one's kind of curled, it doesn't really matter if you're going to put it in a bouquet, but I will show you how to adjust that according to how you want it. So yeah, pull that through. Woo. I think I might be a little off on the count of my petals. I'm not sure. I might be 1 band off, so hopefully that's not too big of a deal for you guys. So that is my 5th double cap, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you didn't see what a double cap was, hopefully you did, because I did it like 5 times. But it's just 2 bands. You wrap them around like a cap band and pull it through the back too. So that is how you do it. So I'm just going to switch this out right now. I don't want to pause. But if you want to do double capped, ignore this thing and just keep doing double cap, not just single cap. But I want to do a single cap. Originally, this flower was designed with the way I'm going to make it today. 5 double and then 1 single. So it doesn't really matter. So the single cap is 1 band pulled through the back 4. In this case, it's the back 8. Sorry for background noise. They're busy. Okay, so I'm going to do 20 of these, and I might not stay on camera for the whole time, but this little flower is going to be kind of sideways. I'm not going to adjust mine all the way because I don't really care. I'm going to make a bouquet, but I will show you how to adjust it so you can make yours straight if you want to. Otherwise, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Flower stems are not always perfectly straight. So it is Sunday, so later on there will be a super cute Sunday. And I just wanted to say that I'm really sorry for neglecting my YouTube for the past, month and a half, I think, maybe. I it's summertime for me. It's been summertime for me for like, this is the 3rd week of summer, so I guess I just didn't feel like filming, but I'm going to try to keep up with everything. I have lots of things in line for a tutorial. My next tutorial is probably going to be the manatee, and then probably the mushroom, then my daisy, then the carrot, so that will be pretty easy. I mean, pretty full. I'll try to get one out a week, so that's a whole month worth of tutorials, and then whatever else I come up with. But that's not going to happen for the next, I think maybe 2 weeks, because I'm going to be out of town and really, really busy. So hopefully this will be able to hold you guys off for a little while. You'll be able to have fun making these. I've only seen 2 of my loomigurumi lemons on Instagram, so that's also still out there. Okay, halfway there. Only 10 more. Yeah, I think I might have miscounted by 1 on this one also to tie off. I keep forgetting the tie off band. Or maybe not. I guess. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I did though. So that would add up, if I'm wrong, to 190 bands total. And I will put that in my description. Just, yeah. And you're going to know anyway, so we'll see how this is working out. I'm going to go back and count real quick. 14, 15. My brother is messing around. He's helping like with the house, so he's playing with the drill. Yeah, I miscounted by 1. Sorry for background noise. Again. Almost done. Could you be a little quieter? Sorry. It's okay. I'm almost done. Go ahead. Getting some water. And done. We just need to tie it off, and then we'll tuck it in at the very end. So pull that in, reclaim, tighten. Okay, so that's done for our stem. You can set that aside. Okay, so now we're starting on the actual petal. There are 2 different types of petals. I actually I changed the design of these petals. I decided it would look better if I changed them just slightly, and it would make it less band heavy. But there's 2 different types of petals. This is the larger type. This is a smaller, obviously. We're going to be making a smaller. You will need to make 3. I already have 2 previously made, so I'm only going to show you how to make 1. But you don't need to worry about that just yet. So we're just going to make our cap band with 1. It's single looped, so just like that. And you're going to need 4 stitches total by the end of this one. We're going to put 4 stitches in our cap band. You only wrap it around once, so you should only have 2 loops, because the way we attach it, by just sliding the cap band onto the stem. So yeah, you can use the stem. And the petals are interchangeable, so that's pretty cool. If you decide you don't want to make a whole new stem, but you want to have a different flower, then you just can switch the petals out. I think that's a pretty cool feature. So we have 4 single crochet in our cap band. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. And now we're going to move on. So now we're going to increase all, and we should have 6 stitches total, which might be confusing. You'd think there would be 8 since we last did 4 stitches, but we don't use this stitch, so that shouldn't be confusing. Just don't worry about it. Okay, so now we're going to move into this first stitch. This is a little bit of a weird loomigurumi technique. It's not what you're probably used to for normal things. Okay, so we put that through. We're going to expand. Sorry for noise, my sister's watching TV. Pull that through. Now we're going to go back into the same exact stitch and expand that. That would be called an expand. Okay, so move into our next stitch right here. And we're going to put 2 single crochet in that one stitch. So reclaim, pull this one, give it back 2, go back into that same exact stitch, put another one in, and then there's one more stitch. It might be a little hidden. It's right there. You want to get your hook in there and add that in. 1, 2. Okay, so that's done with this step, and we're actually almost done with this petal. Now we're going to decrease every 2 stitches. So move in, and you don't have to copy exactly the way I'm holding my hook, like last time I went like this or this, but it's just going to keep it same side up, so it doesn't really matter. It's not going to change the way it looks. I just like to do that. So decreasing every 2. Do 2 single crochet stitches, and why is this so foggy? Okay. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to fix it. Hopefully you can still follow along with what I'm doing. It's focusing right here. Whatever. Okay, and then we're going to grab this one, our first one, and our second one, and put them together. Grab a single band, and pull it through the first one, and then the second one, reclaim, and pull it through. And if you're wondering what bands these are, they're the official Rainbow Loom, that mixed glitter that they had at Michael's. I don't know if they still have it. I'm not for sure. I would assume so, but I'm not positive, so. Pull that through. Reclaim. So I'm going to go fix this camera so it's not so foggy. It's only focusing on right here where my hand is. So now we're almost done. We have one more step and we'll be done with this petal. Okay, so now we're going to decrease all of them so that we have, I think it's 2 stitches. I wasn't positive. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Okay, so for the first decrease, it's a little difficult. I would recommend you hold this one back or put a stitch marker on it. So put your hook through that, and then through your next. And now I would keep a hold on that one because otherwise it might be hard to decipher which one is which. Reclaim. Now bring that first one through the back 2. You can let go of that back one you were holding on to. Pull this one. Sorry for talking in the background. Can't ever get it completely quiet here. Okay. And then there should be one last stitch. Grab that. And pull it through. So I actually over-counted that time. Oh well. Okay, so we are done with our petal, with the inner petal. You're going to want to get 2 more made, and then we're going to attach them. So pause it here. I'm going to line up what you're going to have to do in order so you can watch it. So you'll do 4 single crochet in the cap band, increase on all of them, decrease every 2, and then decrease all. I'll move that up a little so you can see every single one. So follow that pattern 2 more times. Okay, so now we need our stem, and we're gonna just even it out a little. So depending on if you're right-handed or left-handed, I'm right-handed, and I stitched it this way. I pull tighter, I pull harder. I'm not sure how this works, but depending on which way you're left-handed or right-handed, it's gonna be have more tension on one side. So you're gonna have to, I don't care about the way that mine is turned like this, but if you can notice, I'm only gonna show you how to do one of these, actually probably two. How it's tighter right here than it is on this side. Well, if you don't want it to curve, you need to make it have equal tightness. So whatever side is tight, you're gonna put your hook in through the center, and then whatever side is tighter, you're gonna take and pull up on that side. So that is how you would straighten it out. It's going to look kind of funky as you're doing it. See how it's kind of just has a kink right there? Well, once you do every single one of them, it's going to be more normal looking. So you would just do that all the way down. And this is optional. I'm not going to do it all the way down. I'm done right here. So now we're going to attach these 3 inner petals. And don't worry about these slip knots. They're not going to be there on this one. A band broke on this, so I just attached it around that. Yours won't look like that unless you use cheap bands. So how this is going to work is, see this cap band right here? You'll want the shape that looks like the bowl. As you can see, it's arched, and then down here there's a bowl. You'll want to have that bowl shape going up. So you'll grab your cap band, stretch it out, and put your stem through, and then slide it all the way up. So find your cap band. It should be nice and big because we didn't triple loop it. Pull that up through there. Okay. So I just squish that down. And no, we're not done, obviously. We still have to do these back petals. If you want to keep it like this, you can, to make it look like a blossom. You can even tie it up like that if you want to make it look more like a rose. But now we're going to move on to our back petal. Okay, so this is pretty much the exact same thing as this petal, except for there's one single crochet row after the increases. So you can just watch, or you don't have to listen and just do it how you think it's done, but it doesn't really matter. So just looped around once to make 2 little, or looped around twice, whatever you want to say. You just need 2 different loops on there. And now we're going to put 4 single crochet in this like we did with our last petals. And this is the purple from the mixed glitter that I got at Michael's. I got that like last summer, so I don't know if they still have it, like I said before. They might. And this is my 4th stitch. You want to make sure you have all 4, so 1, 2, 3, and then here's 4. So we're going to move on to our next row. So we are going to increase all. So go in like that if you're trying to keep the sides the same. It doesn't matter really though. Unless you're a perfectionist, it's not going to matter. You won't notice. My sister's watching Garfield, which happens to be one of the most obnoxious TV shows ever. I still like it, but not when I'm filming a tutorial. Get on there. I'm not really going into very much detail with this petal because I showed you how to do that last one, and it's just the same exact thing. I will explain to you the next row a little better, but you already know how to do it, I'm sure, if you're doing this. You've probably done your loomigurumi before. Okay, so we're done with that row. Now let's move on to the next one. So you should have had 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one might look like one, but it's just the side that fooled me. So this is just a single crochet row. This is the only thing that differs it from those other ones, is the single crochet row. So just one. Might be a little quicker because my dad needs to do stuff inside, and I'm going to help him with some little jobs. I'm gonna go a little bit quicker here. So you should have 6 single crochet again by the time we're done with this. So that might actually be a stitch. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's not. So we've got 6 stitches now, and we're gonna move on to our next. Okay, we're almost done. We just have to do this one and then one more, and then we will be done with our flower. Well, after you guys make your other 2 petals. So we're gonna do 1. In the first one. This is decrease over 2 if I didn't say that to you already, but there's the little slip. 2. And now we're going to decrease right now. Right now. Being silly with myself. One more stitch and then we should be almost done. We're almost there. Just a little bit more to go. A little bit more. A little bit more. Okay, so we just did that one. Now we just have to do one more row. And I will be done with my petals. You guys will still have to do 2 more. So I off counted again on this one. So it's actually less bent than I thought it was. We're going to decrease both of them. So you might want to hold this one back again, like I said. That's what we did on our last one. We had to hold that back so it wouldn't get in too much trouble and have to try to find that again. That would not be fun. Alright, so this one, this isn't really a double decrease. I don't know what's different about this, but you're just going to pull up this last band through every single thing on this little, and pull that tight because it's jelly if you're using these same colors. So now we're going to attach and we will be done. So I'm going to lay out these again for you because I'm going to go off camera. You're going to want to pause it here so that you can make your other 2 petals, and I will put these out for you again so you can look at them. Decrease over 2 and decrease. So that's it. So we're going to attach our petals now. Pause here and make your other 2. Okay, so time to attach these back petals. And on my first one, if you can tell, I did different colors for the front and back, pretty obvious. On this one I didn't. So grab your cat band. Sorry, there's the 4-wheelers going outside, so pull that forward. And now the sprinkler's going. Lovely. You probably can't hear it though. So this one's just slightly a different, it's not as poofy as the other one, but it's also not as band heavy as the other one. The other one would have been more like 250 bands versus, sorry if you hear a fan, versus just 200, about 200. This isn't a full 200. This one, you kind of have to fiddle around with it to get it layered the way you want it. Come on, slide on there. And then we're going to pull that in through the sides like that. So you gotta play around with it to get it the way you want it, especially with these jelly bands. The texture is just different. It's not as easy to work with. So fiddle with it, and then I will show you how to tuck in these bands. My brother, he's being really annoying.
Still not working?
Okay, so yeah. Okay, so now we're just going to tuck the slip knot in. I've already previously done my other 5 petals. You just do the same thing. Go through 2 random stitches in the back. You can flip it inside out like that, and it flips inside out. Grab that little slip knot and be gentle because I've already broken a band, and sorry, they're flipping the lights on and off. That's kind of rude. Just kidding. Okay, so we're just gonna pull.
Do you want those lights over there or no?
No.
Yeah.
No?
Sorry.
I don't know. I like them, but.
And then we're just gonna pull this down in through. So sorry for kind of the darkness. It's not that bad, but we've got natural light. Okay. And then I just take this little extra piece and pull that over. So now we're done. This is my super cute sundae. Happy peas in the pod. My stuffed animal. Favorite stuffed animal. And this was inspired by it. So I love them. No, I didn't. Okay. So we'll just do my outro like this. You guys can see my face for once. For the second time. So here's our little bouquet so far, and it's gonna grow and be huge. Awesome. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and tell your friends about my account because I really want more subscribers. Hopefully that's not too selfish, but I really want to get 100 million. I mean 100,000. 100 million would also be pretty cool. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye guys!